Those are looking to clutch this up in the 1v2, but can he do it? Here McDaddy does get spotted out. Comes in, and again, I do believe Havoc Elite Legends are gonna close us out here as they have control of the P4 and the close-up spawn. A contest does come in, the tide is gonna be ticking, and these kills have to happen into the bottom of map. Now it goes back in favor of the side of Big Mac. A very back and forth kill so far. The kill's not going their way if you're Havoc Elite Legends. This is looking too close to call here for me and Spyro. It is very back and forth right now, as I do believe
they got it. They did it.
They closed it out. Oh my goodness gracious.
Is like a phantom menace. You just lose him and he becomes the biggest thorn in your side. Continues to fry, looking for more. Just gonna try and play his life. Make it another for Ren on the 5 screen. Make it a 6 in a row for Ren. Make it a 7th straight for Ren. And the win going the way of Amplified Black on this map #1. My goodness.
Jake Pancake wipes that idea out as another kill for him as he's absolutely popping off houses again. Doing work into the front of sight, and I do believe it is too much here for the side of EWG Red to try to get this one. But again, it's just a contest, and they need to try to get these kills. But Jake Pancake with a 3-piece to close us out, I do believe, and that's gonna do that for us. Team Reapers absolutely. And again, I do believe Havoc Elite Legends are gonna close us out here as they have control of the P4 and the close-up spawn. A contest does come in, the Titan's gonna be ticking, and these kills have to happen into the bottom of map now, and it goes back in favor of the side of Big Max. A very back and forth kill so far. The kill's not going their way if you're Havoc Elite Legends. This is looking too close to call here for me and Spyro. It is very back and forth right now, as I do believe
Max, they got it. They did.
They closed it out. Oh my goodness gracious.
Now, the shoot's gonna be coming in. Will you read it out? Farmy able to take down Vessel. So a 2v4 just like that. Daddy Rivers realizing that he's getting on both sides. Oh no. And Vessel going to be assassinated in the corner. Will be the side of EWG Academy winning round #4.
At least buy Vessel dinner first. Good lord. That's just common courtesy, right?
Yeah, it has to be. Grabbing some dinner. That's not even. Never mind. But my goodness, EWG Academy feeling confident, feeling like they are going to win this series.
Yeah, Army here decided he's going to take him hostage. He's going to show him the brick wall. Nothing PG-13 related happening here.
The rest of this V3 time, you will have Ren early rotated, able to take down one. It might get traded out here. Will be on the chase. Ren so sneaky, so slippery. Gonna be going back. A double for Ren. You can't kill this man. He is just being a nuisance. Make it a triple for Ren. The time secured for the side of Amplify. He is like a phantom menace. You just number one. My goodness.
Jake Hunt wipes that idea out as another kill for him as he's absolutely popping off. Howzy again doing work into the front of sight, and I do believe it is too much here for the side of PG Red to try to get this one. But again, it's just a connect, and they need to try to get these kills. But Jake Pancake with a three-piece to close us out, I do believe, and that's gonna do that for us. Team Reapers absolutely. Does get spotted out by Decent, just holding that cake from the back. Joseph clutches himself in the 1v2, and and again, I do believe Havoc Elite Legends are gonna close us out here as they have control of the P4 and the close-up spawn. A contest does come in, the tide's gonna be ticking, and these kills have to happen into the bottom of map now, and it goes back in favor of the side of Big Max. A very back and forth kill so far. The kill's not going their way. If you're Havoc Elite Legends, this is looking too close to the call here for me and Spyro. It is very back and forth right now, as I do think Big Max, they got it. They did. They closed it out. Oh my goodness gracious.
Gonna be coming in. Will you read it out for me? Able to take down the best. Need more just like that. Daddy Rare realizing that he's getting on both sides. Oh no. And Vestal's going to be assassinated in the corner. Will be the side of EWG Academy winning round number 4.
At least buy Vessel dinner first. Good lord. That's just common courtesy, right?
Yeah, it has to be. Go buy him some dinner. It's not even, I know, it's time. Never mind, but my goodness. EWG Academy is feeling confident, feeling like they are going to win this series.
Yeah, Army here, he decided he's going to take a hostage. He's going to show him the brick wall. Nothing G13 related happening here. And
Rest of this B3 time, you will have Ren early rotated, able to take down one. Might get traded out here, will be on the chase. Ren so sneaky, so slippery, gonna be going back. A double for Ren. You can't kill this man. He is just being a nuisance. Make it a triple for Ren. The time secured for the side of Amplified. He is like a phantom menace. You just lose him and he becomes the biggest thorn in your side. Continues to fry, looking for more. Just gonna try and play his life. Make it another for Ren on the 5-3. Make it a 6 in a row for Ren. Make it a 7-3 for Ren. And the win going the way of Amplified Black on this map number 1. My goodness.
Jake Hunt wipes that idea out as another kill for him, and he's absolutely popping off. Howzy again doing work into the front of sight, and I do believe it is too much here for the side of PG Red to try to get this one. But again, it's just a contest, and they need to try to get these kills. But Jake Pancake with a three-piece to close us out, I do believe, and that's gonna do that for us. Team Reapers absolutely. Doesn't get spotted out by Decent, just
Mic was muted. There we go. What's up, guys, and welcome back to another EWG league match tonight. We're gonna have a bit of a good one on our hands, I believe. Should be, at least. I'm hoping it will be. It's gonna be TBK Black going up against the Baboon squad tonight, and I don't know a whole lot about the Baboon squad. I have seen TBK play a little bit before. And, you know, as you can see on the screen, the records, you know, TBK 1-0 right now. Baboon squad, you know, did lose their first match, so maybe looking for them to bounce back in this one tonight. We'll take a quick look at the rosters. I believe we might have some substitutes coming in for this one. I'm not in the lobby yet, so I'm not 100% sure. Actually, I'll get the code right now while I'm here. Bang. Oh, not valid. Never mind. I'm not getting the code. Joke's on me. I guess TBK Black. I think Locke is coming in for one of these. I think it's, let me look at the Discord because I think they're in there real quick. I think it's Glock Elite, Joe, and then Locke I think is coming in for Lander, maybe? I'm not sure. Something like that, potentially. Could be Lander as well. We'll wait and see to find out when we get in the game. But That'll be those boys. And on the other side, it's going to be, I believe, Kev, Tito, Butters, and Angle playing. You know, these guys didn't submit their rosters, so it might be a little bit of a mix-up, but expect at least a couple of those boys on the Baboon squadron tonight. Excuse me. And I don't think I've casted these guys before, so it'll be an interesting first look for me to see what these guys are about. You know, show some dominance tonight, as we are going to take a look at the maps and modes for this series tonight. We're going to be starting out with Scar, Hardpoint, Raid, SND, Exposure, Overload. That'll be the guaranteed ones. And then if we do go the distance, we'll be seeing a double dose of Den at the end of the series, Hardpoint, and then SND if we go map number 5. It should be a good one on our hands. You know, I'm always excited to see Raid in the series. I kind of do wish we did see Raid Hardpoint in this title, but I understand it doesn't play as well as it used to in the older game. A little bit too small of a map probably nowadays, a little too fast-paced with all the wall jumping and whatnot. So we won't see that in Hardpoint, but we will see it in Search. So that'll be a plus. And it looks like we do have the right code now. So let me get in the lobby and I'll just confirm the teams actually while I'm in here. Just make sure I got this right. Actually, they're probably not even all in here. Oh, they are. JK. I'm late. Oops, didn't mean to do that. There we go. Let me get in Codcaster real quick. So I guess it is going to be. Let me see. So it is Glock, Joe, Elite, and Locke, and then on the other time it's going to be Kev, Tito, Angle, and I guess instead of Butters, they're going to have Randy Marsh coming in, I believe. So their substitute as well for Baboon Squadron. And I believe teams are ready to go. Let me let them know I'm ready. We'll get things started here. And I guess predictions. When we for the series, I guess, you know, it is hard to go off no info with the Baboon squad, but just based on the records, TBK won their first match, and it, I believe, was pretty convincing as well. I looked at the map record. I think they won 3-1, and I think Baboon squad, when I looked at the map count, I think they got 0-3'd in their first match. So they got kind of boobopped. I'm not sure if the maps were particularly close or not. I haven't seen the series myself, but you know, I would probably be predicting the TBK boys to take this one as well, but who knows what's going to happen here, because, you know, anything can happen. Call of Duty is such a day-to-day type of game for sure. So I'm looking forward to seeing some different stuff out of these boys. And I don't think, I think they're just now filtering into the Discord. So we might do some listen-ins potentially here. I typically kind of avoid them. So we'll see. We might be doing that. We might be doing that. We might not. I don't know. It's a lot of work for me to try and do. So we'll see if that ends up happening. Okay, I guess they're still filtering on in, so we might have to wait a little bit longer here. And I mean, you know, nothing, what am I trying to say? Nothing I know like some waiting for people to join the lobby. That's what I was trying to say. I guess while we're waiting, how's it going, chat? How you guys doing tonight? I guess you guys will see this in a little bit, so I'll wait a little bit for you guys to respond. But it sucks too, because they made me increase the delay from last season. Last season it was only 30. Now I have to put on a 45-second delay for the broadcast, which sucks. But I get why. But it's like, I feel like 30 was plenty. I feel like people are stream watching when they're in comms with their team. That's just weird. And even with a 30-second delay, that's not really helping you in like basically any situation. Even in SND, like that's pretty. The only situation that would really ever help you is if there's like a 1v1 and the guy's camping, like at the start of the round or something, you know? Like that's the only time that would ever really impact the series. And even then, like that's probably not, you know, you're on such a delay. He could have moved in that time, you know what I mean? So it's like, it is what it is, but all good in the hood. Looks like we are starting map number 1, so it's going to be Scar Hardpoint. I'm good, Chris. How you doing? Also, I saw a big chain in there. How you been, man? Long time no see. I already said that in chat, but thought I'd reiterate. As it looks like we got TBK Black on the left, Baboon Squadron on the right. And off to the races we go. TBK, we'll see if the TBK Black boys could come out with a good opening break. And it looks like they will. 3 dead already down to Tito on the overextension. Only able to get 1, and the immediate flip on through. Randy does get 1. The player on the hill not prepared for that gunfight. Didn't know the spawns were going to flip that quickly, and he'll pay the price for it. Angle going to get on the hill, get some tags on in, but he's losing teammates around him. How much longer Can he stay alive? He is. I'm actually surprised he stayed alive this long. He's able to soak actually quite a few seconds there by his lonesome, but alas, TBK will break on in. They do have the preferred side for now. Shots through the wall. Joe's gonna get tagged down low, but he will live for the moment. Nade's not gonna land, actually. I'm not sure how that didn't hit him in the corner there, just barely out of range, so Joe will live for now. We'll see if they can do anything on the rotation. They have a pretty good setup toward this top area. Joe's just getting tagged through the wall, but it doesn't matter. He's just going to lay down behind the impenetrable fortress that is the top motel area. This side is very annoying to try and wallbang, let me tell you, especially through top green. You got two different walls there that you could potentially try and shoot through, but they don't do a ton of damage, so you got to hit a lot of shots, and Block hitting a lot of shots through that very same wall right there will eventually get the kill, and wallbangs in the kill feed, and a nade as well. 3 dead yet again. Great start for TBK Black here. 45 seconds and counting. And Kev gets a couple in the kill feed. Whoa, that sensitivity's crazy. I need to see that again. Hold on, I'm gonna stay on board with Kev through this death here. His sense was absolutely nuts right there. That looked insane. It looked like he flicked with his mouse or something. Like this guy must be playing on max sensitivity or something. Maybe that was just me. Maybe I just saw something, but it does look like he plays for sure on a high sense. Oh my goodness. But so far so good. TBK absolutely ripping and roaring early on. Oh, Kev almost got the turn on Locke there, but Locke living up to his name, locking it down. Randy Marsh on the hill for the Baboon squad, but they haven't really been able to get anything going so far, just running into the iron sights of TBK. Well, Angle gets a freebie and make it 2, so maybe that'll alleviate a little bit of pressure to get some positioning in, but it's going to be a tough one for them right now. Yeah, they're all just huddling around green, and I mean, yeah, it's a tough position to be in. TBK, they have the good side, they have the hill, and there's not much more you can ask for other than a great setup, and well, they had one. Glock getting 2, making a third one, pistol kill out, triple kill for Glock. And he gets the last one with it, making a 4th as he's on a 5 spree, 11 and 2, starting off absolutely on fire right now. 100-point lead and counting. This is getting out of hand quickly for Baboon Squadron. Glock even going for the overextension on the pinch here. This is, well, typically you don't want to do this, but they're killing everything in sight, so it might not even matter at this point. Glock does not care about the spawns whatsoever. He's just going for kills, style points right now. We'll see if it ends up, you know, helping Baboon Squadron a little bit. Maybe get themselves a foothold back into this game, but it hasn't so far. My goodness, this has been slaughter so far in the first couple of hills here. We're not even done with the first rotation yet. We still have 2 more hills to go. Well, I guess including this one. We'll see what they have in store for us. And I mean, yeah, this has just been clinical so far. TBK Black looking strong in the respawn game type. Starting off with a vengeance, a point to prove or something. Maybe they just ate their Wheaties this morning. My goodness. Block still only died twice, just soaking the time right now. Minute 20 as well, having a really great map number 1. And I mean, if Baboon Squad are not careful, this is going to be quickly getting out of their hands, just not even just in this map, just this series in general. They got to get the guns shooting and get them shooting back soon. Or they'll find themselves on the hot 3-0 angle here. No pun intended, but my goodness. It's tough to commentate games like this because just, you know, it's so one-sided, but I mean, it can happen to you if you're not careful. We'll see what happens. Kev's got to break on through, gets some shots in. Not good enough for the kill, but we'll back that player on up for now. So Kev has a choice to make. Does he stay top green or does he chow the hill? He gets the trade. His teammates are spawning close, so actually they are going to flip the spawns, and Kev doing a good job patrolling the hill. But just as I say that, 3 dead in the feed. Tito last alive, gets the player off time, but this hill is a scrappy one. You're not going to get yourself a ton of time on this hill typically. Oh my goodness, Joe with double. Nice headshot multiplier there. Gets the credit for the double. And the final 10 or so should go blue here. Lock it down. It looks like he's living up to his name. I'm not going to make that lame pun anymore the rest of the cast. I'll try not to, but it's just it's too easy to do. But yeah, after the first set of rotations, I mean, my goodness, this is just a massacre. I mean, 183 to 45 right now. What is going on in this map? This is looking insane. I mean, it's obviously they're getting out slayed, but just, geez, they have not had a single hill where they have been favored in their setup And just the killing as well. It seems like, I mean, the last time we saw them get some time, it seemed like it was P2 on the first rotation. Holy smokes, guys. See if they can do anything, but I mean, this has been pretty one-sided affair, more or less. I mean, my goodness, 50 points. 55 points, I should say, I guess, for the victory. Now, TBK Black looking to close it out early here and send us to raid. And they might just take the raid as well. We'll see. S&D a little different, but they're looking dominant in the slaying department right now. I mean, it's really just Kev putting up a fight. Everybody else just double negative right now. TBK Joe trying to break on in, throws a nade, gets bad timing, or maybe not. We'll see if he gets out with his life, and he will for now. So, similar setup to first rotation. Seems like Baboon Squad. This is the only hill where they've been able to get a lot of time. I can't even talk right now, guys. So flabbergasted. We'll see what happens for him. Locke accidentally throws down the assault pack, but as long as he doesn't throw those nades, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day here. As they haven't really been able to touch the point at all since they've gotten broken 30 seconds for the victory. They can't win it off here, but they will get darn close unless a break comes in. It looks like it will, so Baboon Squad delaying the inevitable maybe here. We'll find out if that's the case. Kev going for a rotation through mid-map. Gets one. Has a player behind him. Not going to read it in time. Looks like Randy Marsh going to get taken down as well. Unfortunately. An angled wallbang through. Glock, nice shots over the top. Is going to get that one. Glock on the pinch as well. Just, it's a clean cycle of kills, it seems like, every single hill. It has just been one-sided from start to finish here. We'll see if they can end it in dominant fashion. Or if Baboon Squad can show us something to get a spark of momentum for map number 2, because this has been really hard to watch, guys. This is like, I don't know. Typically, you don't see matches this lopsided in leagues like this, but it can happen from time to time, and we're seeing that time, 250 to 70 at the end of map number 1 there. Oh my goodness. What a statement from TBK Black there. They show up in the slaying department in spades. They'll 100-point club their opponents. And it might have to be more than just the slaying that has to kick up. Just the, I don't know, maybe the comms, something from Baboon Squadron. They gotta start clicking here in map number 2, or this is gonna be quickly getting out of their hands and over. As TBK will take the first map. Pretty dominant as well. Pretty even in the damage as well across the board from everybody on TBK. I think Glock probably had the best map on TBK. That one really wasn't even dying, you know? It was just ironing up. Didn't die very much at all, that map. So I guess heading into map number 2, yeah, this has been... Wait, geez, we might see more of the same. We might be in for a quick series tonight, guys. I thought it might go a little bit more the distance, but if TBK keeps showing up like that, I don't know. Might be out of here in like 45 minutes or so. So, I mean, obviously, you know, for TBK, that's a great look. For Baboon, keys to victory here. I think this is a must-win S&D, just based on what I just saw from the respawn department. Not the strongest hardpoint team. They absolutely need to win this search and destroy. It is on raid, so definitely a map that these teams at least should be familiar with and have some decent strategies on. And we'll see if that's the case for Baboon Squad. They absolutely need to win this one. And then, honestly, they have to steal one of the next 2 respawns as well. We'll pull up the maps and modes real quick just to take a look at the maps in this series. I mean, this next one's a must-win, and I think one of the next 2, Exposure or this Den Hardpoint, they have to win one of these next 2 as well, or next 3, I should say, because we haven't played Raid yet. But I think if they can win Raid, then they have a chance, but they have to... I mean, Exposure as well is something that they probably might struggle in here, especially Overload. We've seen how it's gone. It seems like the better team usually ends up winning Exposure, or excuse me, it wins Overload usually more. I mean, pretty much 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10. So that'll be a tough one as well. So really, it's probably just Raid S&D and then Den Hardpoint. Can you steal those 2? I don't know. I guess we'll find out here in a second as we do switch on, I believe, hosts here in a second, maybe? I'm not sure if they're switching hosts, actually. Let me check. Not sure. I think they might... Actually, they're all still in the lobby, so we might not be switching fun. Yeah, Locke, that seemed I would be having fun too if I were you. What's up, Locke? I mean, yeah, no, that was a pretty one-sided one in map number 1. We'll see what happens in map number 2. I'm not sure if they're switching host or not. Oh, I guess, okay, okay, so Lands, I got update. Lands is coming in for lock, for map number 2. So, yeah, they're gonna have the starters coming in for the second map. So, you know, shout out Lock for subbing in for one map. You know, you did your thing. You showed out. I mean, wasn't super hard map for y'all to play, but I mean, you know, you did your thing. So, congrats to you, and enjoy the rest of your night. I'm sure you'll be in the chat, probably watching your boys do their thing, but we will be seeing what happens here in a second. I think there we go, he's in the lobby, so we should be I guess we're keeping the host as well, it seems like, so that's nice. Appreciate you guys for keeping the host. I don't switching lobbies is kind of annoying, so is what it is. But yeah, I mean, map number 2, I guess key takeaways for me, I mean, other than just, you know, Baboon squad, just the slaying department, I think they absolutely need to win their offenses here. I think that's typically on raid, I would say offense is probably preferred slightly on raid, I would say a little bit. It's pretty, it can be closer toward 50-50, but especially toward that A bomb site, if you're coordinated in your attacks, A can be a very easy site to take from the offensive side. And honestly, it can be hard to hold on defense, really. It can be hard to hold that laundry area if you don't have anybody pushed up toward ring. If you don't take that gamble and try and push somebody up there, it can be really difficult to try and hold the bomb site. Usually people just back up and hold for that area, but looks like we are into map number 2, so I will quit yapping for now. Appreciate the follows, and guys, yeah, I'm not running ads, by the way. That's Twitch doing that if you guys got ads, so apologies, but is what it is. Blame Twitch for that one. And it looks like I will switch the overlay because we switched sides. Bang. And I'll switch the map count here in a second, guys, but so far, Baboon on the offense so far. Kev's with the sub, just kind of ironing in the open there. Not the best spot for him to be in. Randy watching the pinch, and look at where Baboon is. They're all deep in their spawn right now. They are so far away from the action, and it looks like they're gonna get flanked here in a second. 8 might have caught a timing though. Yeah, Elite's just behind him. The timing did not work out in the back there. Elite just gets a double kill for absolutely free. Angle wasn't able to hold the pinch. I'm not exactly sure why they decided to give that up. Maybe just bad timing, but unfortunately, that just allows Elite to squeak through the cracks, get some double, and that'll secure the round. xTbk strike first. What's up, Horace? Is back on the offense we go for TBK. They look pretty good in that defense. I wouldn't even say that was really necessarily them looking great. Just, I mean, just, yeah, holes in the setup for Baboon Squadron. Don't know exactly what Kev was doing on that balcony either, but we'll see what happens as Elite's getting aggressive toward Laundry. The distraction is all he needed to activate Elite up to 3-0, but he will get traded. Maybe an overchow from him as Joe planting for mid-map, but Kev is right here. He's got to be careful. Kev not reacting, but he will get the kill. Scary business there for Joe, and Kev will get that one. So 2v2 situation. This is still doable. Kev has one in front of him. He's going to get out of the dodge for now, but they have to defuse the bomb, so he has to chow. And chow he will, but unfortunately, going to be taken down. And that'll put a second one now on the board for TBK Black, and they're looking great so far in this series. Dominant hardpoint openings, momentum from this map number 1 is carried through to this search. No, Donnie has my heart, Horace. It's okay, you can have Nick. Or Hartley. One or the other. But back to business. Kev's going for a little dip. Randy watching over him. He doesn't see the player in the pool, though. And Kev's going to get taken down in the water. Nice win from I believe that was Elite off screen there. And yeah, Tito finds himself last alive already. Wins the consolation kill. But how many more can he get? He's getting chased down by Elite here. And Tito just trying to get away. But it's just a 3-man wrecking crew right now. He's going to go for the plant, but probably not the best decision. He'll get off the bomb, but a light short-lived there for sure. And now 3 in a row for TBK. And Baboon Squad looking rough in the search, continuing their woes for map number 1. And really, just, yeah, not a whole lot of slaying going on for Baboon Squadron right now. I mean, it's tough, right? You come in, you play up against, I would probably call TBK a better squadron than you, and, you know, it is tough to get on, and you just get clap map 1 to regain for map number 2, so... See if they can hold their nerve here, or if it'll collapse in front of them. It's looking like the latter right now is another free kill toward elbow. Glock chimes in as well, and now just a 2v4 in the back angle. So many players to deal with, and not enough bullets. Not enough time. Kev 1v4 yet again, and my goodness, this has just been dominant from start to finish so far in this series. We'll see if Kev can pull out the miracle. Does get one, but 20 seconds left. No chance in hell for him to get that one, and 4 in a row now. TBK just sailing through this series. Wind at their back. And not much else to say, honestly. I've kind of said all I could about TBK's praises, Baboon squad struggles. It's really just whether or not they can translate it to something on the board. I mean, we got 2 players right now, Angle and Randy Marsh, on a donut right now. 0-4. And I want to see, honestly, Baboon play a little bit more aggressively toward this A-bomb site, just flooding it with your teammates, getting the numbers. And it looks like that's might be what they're doing here. Joe going to be jump spotting over the top. We're going to see a couple of players. And we got Randy Marsh all the way on an island toward B, and they will get first blood finally for Baboon here. But a trade is going to come in. It looks like flank is going to be coming out from Elite so far. Bomb is going down. Yeah, Tito stuck that plant somehow. Sniper from Lander is going to connect as well. And now Randy Marsh, the guy holding the pinch, has it all to do. 1v3, and I don't know if it's planted for open. I think it's planted for laundry, so he's going to be in a pickle here. He's running out of time. Yeah, Lander on the bomb. Incredibly close to getting this defused, and looks like he will before Randy Marsh can get here. And that's the price you pay. Sometimes playing the late pinch like that, if the round collapses on you, you're basically on an island with no chance to do anything. My goodness, 5-0. We'll see if the Baboon squad can get on the board before this map's over at the very least. I was calling this a must-win, and I think I was right, because my goodness, they just need to get some confidence going. Something. Tito, definitely some confidence here. Running down mid-map. Let's go on board with Lander. He has the sniper out. He got to pick last round. We'll see if he can do anything with the boomstick this time around. He's going to get poor timing, though, so immediate caster's curse. My bad, Lander. Tito's going to pick up the sniper, though. Misses the shot. Glock will get one in trade, but he has another one in front of him. Angle should get the trade on that one. And finally, numbers advantage for Baboon squad here, as it's all left to Joe, but he can't win these. They have super spread on the map right now. Yeah, I mean, that positioning from Randy was not great, but Tito with a snipe at the end seals the deal, and they finally get on the board here. My goodness, better late than never, I guess. A nice shot from Tito, I'm sure it was, because this is not a super easy shot to hit. And he'll get the kill with the sniper he picked up from Lander, so Lander gifted him a freebie there. And I mean, hey, it's not over yet. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but nothing's impossible here. But my goodness, they gotta turn up. Angle holding mid is probably gonna spot some players here, playing a little off angle. Should spot the shadow. Gets double chowed though. Tito there for the trade. Tito gets one, but not able to get the second. It's now Randy on the pinch. Might have a freebie here if he's able to. Randy gets absolutely spit on by Joe. Nice little wall bounce pistol action. And now 1v3 from Kev. I believe Lander spotted him with the sniper, and now he's going to be corralled in the back, I believe here. He's going to get shots in on Joe, but the trade should come out momentarily, and my goodness, it will. 6-1 in the SMD. Honestly, well, arguably even more dominant than the first map. Not even close in that one. TBK will be up to 2 now. And they're looking poised to take it in a quick 3-0 here. I, said it in after map 1. I'll say it again. They're looking like the team to beat. And I mean, yeah, just good team effort. They didn't really need to do a whole lot. Seemed like they were just allowed to do kind of whatever they wanted on that map as well. They were running it down, doing whatever. Snipes were landing. Yeah, just giving holes in the enemy setup as well. You saw even the very first round, Elite just runs down mid, gets a free 2-piece because no one's holding the pinch, or they were, but just at a horrible angle. Maybe some timing involved in there. I didn't exactly see on the mini map, but it looked like they were just not holding the right spots. And yeah, I mean, he just gets a 2-piece on B, and ever since then, just kind of just dominoes fell apart. So good stuff from TBK. I mean, Baboon, it's going to be tough to come back in this series. They're down a lot right now, 2-0. And I mean, not particularly close in either, of the first two maps. We'll see what happens here. Wait, what? What did I just... I don't know what that DM meant, but hold on a sec, guys. 1 second. Oh, that's what he was. I was wondering what the... I was wondering what he meant in my DM. Okay, we got it sorted in the DMs. That confused the ever living crap out of me. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Is what it is. We got it settled now. The series isn't even over, and I'm just gonna I'll leave that off the air. But it is what it is. Up 2-0 now for TBK Black, and I'll switch the team names real quickly before we get things started here. It's 2-0 now. And they just need one more map to seal their fate in this one as well. Looks like so far so good. Glock still on that Reign of Terror. He was on map number 1. 3 dead already as nobody. Actually, make it all 4. I didn't even see the first one die on the screen. As that might be a score already. Joe on the board sinks it for TBK Black, and they're set up for a relay here. And actually, they are going to get cut down. So it looks like Angle and Co. are going to be toward this EMP device. They have a little bit of positioning to work with, as well as tank for the cover. Joe in a little cruddy here, though. When does he elect to activate? And I actually like this route from Baboon here. They're going to wrap through. They're going to try and make it toward A here. Shots on in. Joe's going to get out of dodge. And Elite gets 1. Instantly traded. But Glock is here behind enemy lines, and a score going to go through. So nice route there from Baboon. All 4 members of TBK kind of overextended toward that B area for the drone reset. And they just neglected the wrap back. Nobody watching the pinch. And that can't happen on overload. Joe with the 3-piece. My bad, Joe. I missed it on Observer there, but we saw it in the kill feed. Now he's going in with the ball. Not quite enough distance, but Glock gets the trade, and he'll be there for the answer back and the dunk. Yet again, 2-1. A lot of scoring early on here in this match. TBK Joe with a nice win there. Gets the trade. Pre-firing the staircase. Not enough. Lander gets taken down here at the end. Maybe by a teammate there, it looked like. Back and forth toward mid-map right now. Glock just doing what he can to maintain control. Double for him. And he combines on in for a 3rd. Joe with a 4th, and this might be another dunk here for TBK. They have a lead blocker in Glock. We'll see if he can stay alive for a little bit here. Gets the 1, and a 3rd one on the board now. Tito last alive in his spawn. Gets 2, and shots on the 3rd. So close to being a 3rd as well, but not quite enough. They got to be careful here. Kev trying to clear his base. Let's go on board with Angle for this ball reset. He'll get instantly taken care of. And now it's really just number 8 to hold the enemy line. What can he do? He gets a double, actually, for his efforts. 3 dead. It looks like it's going to be halftime already. Another one sneaks through despite all 3 of them falling. The 4th picks up the pieces. And my goodness, that was a quick halftime. Sometimes this game mode can get away with you, or away from you. And TBK, I mean, thought maybe Baboon might have been able to answer back and get some momentum of their own after they made that audible and got their first score on the board. But yeah, ever since then, TBK, just the slaying department, have been so good this whole series. They just regain right back, and they make it happen. Four to 1 now. And 4 points away from taking it in a 3-0 fashion. See if they can do it. Let's go on board with Joe. He's been the hot hand so far in this map. He's getting wall banged so much. Still not dead, though. That wall is incredibly thick, apparently. Locket's taken down as well. Elite with his trade, and now Joe behind enemy lines. Not able to do it. Actually, he's in his own spawn, I should say. Elite does clean up that player. Now Randy Marsh on the pinch. Gets dealt with pretty quickly, I will say there. And now Lander patrolling this mid-map area. I like where Kev is at. We'll see if he can get anything done. He gets one, but instantly traded on out, as well as Angle. And now Baboon pretty far back in their base. It's just Randy Marsh trying to do what he can. His son Stan ain't here to carry the load, it would seem, so Randy doing what he can on his goon computer. I regret saying that out loud. It is what it is. 4 to 1. And a nice little stop there from Baboon from their base. They're going to get every kill, but aren't winning the battle toward mid-map. But, I mean, it seems like Glock's going to win it for them. A team kill coming out. That's not what you like to see. And this might be a score potentially. Angle, he only has one player to beat now. Make it 2. This is going to be a tough route for him to take. He needs to gun them both from the sky, and he's unable to do it. Nothing he could really do in that situation, as they were too quick on the spawn. Yeah, you didn't hear nothing, Raven. Listen, if you name yourself after a South Park character, it's gonna happen. There's gonna be dumb references. I could take it further, but I won't. That was probably the worst reference I could have made, to be fair. Is what it is. Hellstorm coming out, though. Elite finds one, but also finds a teammate, so not the worst Hellstorm in the world, but not the best either. Just neutralizes things for now, as Joe just going for spawn kills as the 5th one passes through. Joe might find another one as well. 3 spree for him, 16 and 7. Having a great map, him and Elite. Now up to 17 apiece. As another 4 dead for TBK Black here. They're looking poised to take this. Only 2.5 minutes now for Baboon to do anything. And yeah, they're just getting slaughtered in their base. Another 3 dead. Angle, the last one alive, to pick up the pieces, and he can't do it. Only finds one. And the drone reset is in. And I mean, hey, all the Baboon are here, but they got to be careful. Mid-map is not being patrolled right now. They got to be careful. Joe toward the portal, but he's going to get taken down, and this will be a score. But, I mean, it's going to have to be a lot more than that. They're going to need at least 4 to tie this one up, and only 2 minutes to do so. This is looking highly unlikely, but, you know, we'll see if it's Christmas time. It's the time for miracles. We'll see if we can get a Christmas Hallmark movie ending for Baboon here, but I live in the real world here, so I don't think that's going to happen, but you never know. Walker trying to do what he can on the overextension. Gets one. And that'll be it for now. The rest of Baboon heading toward this B zone. Lander in the deep back area. Tito could definitely get this trade, but not enough. Lander, nice shots from him. With the help of Joe over the top, will get the double. And secure his base for now. Randy going for the overextension. Gets absolutely flown at. And he will fall. Now, 1.5 minutes. I believe this is pretty much over at this point. I mean, Lander team killing. Clock in the back might slow things down for now, but it shouldn't end up mattering, as I believe it's pretty much mathematically impossible at this point in the game. I mean, we'll see, but another goal line defense coming on out. Kev picks it up, but he can't get in the portal. Oh, he should have went for the portal instead of the kill, but he didn't get it. Unfortunately for him, as Tito mid-map's going to get taken care of as well. And I mean, this is just a formality at this point. 6 to 2. Angle will get one top window, but that should seal the fate of Baboon squad, as they are going to fall in this one. And TBK will take it in 3 here. And I mean, my goodness, guys, if you're just coming into chat right now, this series was not close. at all. It was a one-sided affair the entire time. As Baboon do get on the board here late in this game, they'll put a third up at the buzzer, so... But I don't think even if they score this, they can get 2 more in 20 seconds. I mean, you know, hey, I'm down to be proven wrong. I'm down to have called it early, and then they make the ultimate comeback here. But the drone being spawned low A, they're going to have to score this in 10 seconds and then also be on the reset timing, and I don't think it's possible. And the players know it. You got Joe doing SWAT thrusts in spawn. And TBK, congratulations. They'll take it in a 3-0 fashion here. Dominant series from them. Even, you know, having their substitute come in, subbing out as well, map number 2, didn't seem to matter, as they'll take it convincingly here. Yeah, and if you're Baboon Squadron, that's a tough loss as well. You know, pretty convinced, like, really convincing as well. Really just got slammed in that one. Nothing they could really do in that series. I think it was 6-4 at the end, right? Did they score a 4th? I can't remember. I'm trying to update my graphics mid-convo, but... Yeah, it's just tough when stuff like that happens to you. I mean, it's been known to happen. It can happen sometimes where you just get slammed. You just gotta, you know, put that in the rear view and come back stronger next time. So, is what it is. But TBK will take it. They do look good. I mean, they weren't especially tested tonight, so I'm curious to see what happens when they play, you know, a squander strong. What was I about to say? A stronger squad in their next match. We'll see if they're, you know, what happens when they put up against a real fight. You know, like I'm curious if you know, they're able to clutch up and stay scrappy. But that's going to do it for me, guys. That was a good series. We'll take one last look at the overall series score. This is kind of how it played out. And ironically, that exposure overload was the closest map. I think toward the end, TBK kind of took their foot off the gas a little bit. But yeah, that was what I was not expecting in the overload there. I was expecting probably the an 8-0 maybe, honestly. But is what it is. That'll do it for me. And appreciate you guys coming out in chat. I don't know, is there anybody live right now? I see Raven in chat. Raven, I saw you were in the caster chat. Do you have a match right now? Anybody I can host that is doing a cast right now? Let me know, because I'm not sure. Not sure if anybody's doing anything right now. I think, yeah. Oh, Deluxe is. I'll host Deluxe. I think he's doing a cast for... Oh, wait, no, XP League's on. Sorry, XP League's on. I'll just host them. They're doing a main stage match right now, so... Let me hold on a sec. Let me host XP League, and then we'll get out of here. Oh my god, I have 2 different streams up. Oops. There we go. I appreciate you guys though. That's gonna do it for me. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night. Go I gotta do the command first before I forget. Go shout out XP League. They're doing a main stage match. I don't know who's playing, but I'm sure Graph's on there. I think Graph and Corpse are casting that one, so it should be a good time. Until next time, guys, I will see you later. Have a good night, everybody.
Every day they clocking me, red alert, I'm the dangerous, I keep that Glock on me. And they ain't looking for no choke, I'm just looking out for me. Cause I done did shit, the niggas ain't talking about no rapping beat. Boy, I'm talking tragedy, massive, casualty. Shit that I can't even remember, bet they remember me. Shit that happened later December, I bring that winter heat. Niggas down the whole October, the real Halloween. Back to back funerals, is them or us, it's him or me. Don't get booked cause ain't no bum money, we doing this shit for free. If he told her, that ain't my homie, that little nigga weak. If I miss ain't going to sleep, I'm in the street, we play for keeps. 2011, August 11, R.I.P.O.D. August 9th, 2 days before, I turned 17, 21 to 45. I'm like, what the fuck that mean? You fighting an armed robbery, shorty, that's what they offer. My little brother getting big, my uncle got that cough again. He been smoking crack since I was born, that was smoking him. I used to stay up late at granny crib just to talk to him. When I was locked up, I knocked on his door and told him walk with him. Back to this